Today, in the chapter Money and Credit, I am going to discuss the topic SLR, that is Statutory Liquidity Ratio. First of all, we have to understand what is SLR. It refers to the proportion of deposits the commercial bank is required to maintain with them. Means SLR is a deposit which bank will maintain with them only in form of liquid assets, that is in form of cash, gold reserve, etc. in addition to cash reserve ratio. Means they have to maintain certain deposits with CRR also, that is cash reserve ratio, and they have to maintain another deposit which is called statutory liquidity ratio. Now I will explain in the simple terms. It is the percentage of total deposits banks have to invest in government bonds and other approved securities. Means bank will invest where? In the government bonds. So this can be best explained with an example. Now see, if you deposit rupees 100 in the bank, means bank has 100 rupees, and CRR being 9%, because certain percentage they have to keep in Reserve Bank of India, that is the cash reserve ratio. Suppose 9% is CRR and SLR being 11%. Means 11% is to be with the banks. Then bank can use how much money? You see, a simple mathematical formula is there. 100 rupees is with the bank, 9 rupees they have to keep with RBI, that is 9%, 11% they have to keep with them, that is SLR. Means how much money they have now? That is, they have rupees 80. Means 100 minus 9 minus 11, that is rupees 80 for giving loan or for investment purpose. Means bank, though it has deposit of 100 rupees, but due to CRR and due to SLR, they can give only 80 rupees for loan or for investment purpose. Now I am going to discuss another terms like repo rate and reverse repo rate. Now see, repo rate and reverse repo rate. Very interesting rate it is. Repo rate is the rate at which the central bank of a country, in our country RBI is the central bank, that is Reserve Bank of India, lends money to commercial bank in the event of any shortfall of funds. Means RBI will give money to commercial bank, will lend money to commercial bank. Why? Because if they are running off short of funds, it is used as monetary policy to control the money supply in the market. Means RBI is lending money to commercial bank. Now, vice versa. In reverse repo rate, what happens? It is the rate at which the central bank of a country, that is RBI in case of our country, borrows money from commercial bank. Here, commercial bank is borrowing money from RBI. But in reverse repo rate, RBI will borrow money from commercial bank. It is also a monetary policy to control money supply in the economy. Now, let us understand this difference clearly with the repo rate agreement and reverse repo rate agreement. See, repo rate agreement. It is clearly mentioned over here. Here is the Reserve Bank of India. What is doing? Lending money to the bank. To whom? That is to commercial banks. Once RBI will lend money to the commercial bank, then what will happen? Increases the market liquidity. It means what? More cash will be with the banks. And when the more cash is with the commercial banks, then what they will do with the cash? Naturally, they will give loan, those who will need it. And those who take the loan from the bank, they are called borrowers. Borrowers can be industrialists, it can be farmer, it can be an individual. So, once the repo rate agreement, we find that Reserve Bank give money to commercial bank so that they will have more money and they can give to the borrowers. It means that increases the market liquidity. It means that money supply is more in the market. See, here the lender is RBI and borrower is commercial bank. So, repo rate will increase the market supply of money. Now, let us understand the reverse repo rate agreement. In the reverse repo rate agreement, you see what is happening. Reserve Bank of India will take deposits from the bank. Means commercial bank will give money to Reserve Bank. Naturally, when commercial bank will give money to Reserve Bank, then what will happen? They will have the lesser cash to lend because they have given money to RBI. And once they will have less cash, they will give less money to the borrowers. It means that in the reverse repo rate, what happens? Decreases the market liquidity. It means what? Money supply is less in the market now due to reverse repo rate agreement. Here the lender is commercial bank, where in repo rate lender was RBI. Here the borrower is RBI. In the repo rate what was that? The borrower was commercial bank. Repo rate increases money supply in the market and reverse repo rate decreases money supply in the market. And these agreement purpose is to control money supply in the market. So, to understand better the chapter Money and Credit, I had to discuss certain important terms of the banks, that is CRR, that is the cash reserve ratio, SLR, that is the equity liquidity ratio, repo rate and reverse repo rate. When you will understand all these terms in proper way, then the better understanding of this chapter will be there. In the next video, I will talk of another topic. Thank you.